What's going on, everybody? So, it's time to get yourself set up for some semi passive income, right? Or you want to be a hauler slash miner. Here's one of the ways that you can do this going forward. All right, so what we have here is we have an outpost with various things set up. We'll get around to all of it. First things first, outpost beacon. Then we have a scanner to enlarge the area that our outpost covers. As we can see, it goes a good deal out in the distance. Um, when you're looking at the ground, wrong keybind. R first. Okay, so let's say this. Right. So when you're first setting this up, all right, if this is the size of your nickel, you can see the yellow. Now, mind you, I'm colorblind, so it may be different. You can see the yellow circle around the red nickel extractor, correct? That is the distance at which you must remain from other extractors, roughly, to be able to place that extractor. Yeah, I guess you can have a little bit of overlap, but you can't have very much of an overlap, right? So if I go to set that there, we're gonna have to be back a little ways. So just being mindful of that when you're placing it. You do have to be a bit of a ways away. So as you can see, I've got 4 extractors right here, 1 over here, 2 right here, 3 right here, and then the 4th is over here. Technically, I could probably add a 5th, but I really don't think there's a need for a 5th one right now. All of them, in turn, link to the one dry storage container here. There is a total of 40 storage containers. Each one holds roughly 120 nickel. I do believe it might be different for all the resources. I have not set this up for anything else other than nickel at the moment. So when you're setting it up, you're just going to go from your extractor to the storage container, and then you're going to link one to, however you choose to link them. And then you're just going to link the last one to the first one, and then you're going to follow the process all the way down through. Okay. Then when you get down to the very end, you're going to link that dry storage to the transfer container. All right. So we'll show you here. You can see the link when I do this. You can see how there's a link from the very last storage container right there over to the transfer container. Now, to make this transfer container work, okay, first of all, we have to have enough power, which we have right here. Barely, but I don't know. It's enough. So to make that work, we're going to have to build, what is that called? It's a habitat, the 4-wall habitat. You only need one of them, and you do need the airlock in front of it. So once you get inside, once you place that 4-wall habitat, and the airlock, we get inside. The only thing that's required inside of this container or building, whatever, is this crew member desk. Now you can be nice, I suppose, if you wanted to place a bed for whoever you have work in the place. But it's not necessary. Now eventually, I'll come back and I'll build this out. I'll have some of the other things in here, like the workstations and the benches and stuff that you need for all of that. But for the moment, you just need the crew desk, the 4-wall building, and the airlock. And then you have to assign a crew member to the post. It doesn't matter what the crew member is, just assign a crew member. I assigned Heller or Lynn. I think I pulled Lynn. I had them both assigned to a different outpost, but I don't know. I assigned one of them here, wherever she is. All right, now that you've got that built, the last thing that you're going to need is the landing spot. I think it's under miscellaneous. You can get away with the landing pad small. I just figure I'm going to spend a few extra credits everywhere I'm building for the most part and put the landing pad with shipbuilder. There's probably going to be some areas where you're going to want to put just the regular landing pad. However, do keep in mind that it has a limit as to the size of the ship that you can land on there. Now, I'm flying the Roanoke at the moment. This is one of the only true cargo ships that I know of. I'm sure there's more. It's only day like 2 or 3 of the game, so somewhere there's another cargo ship. Probably. Maybe. Anyway, so if you're hauling stuff, you're doing stuff like this, that's probably going to be about the biggest size of the ship that you're going to get. However, the benefit of putting this down is I can swap to other ships. So if I'm on this outpost and I'm done delivering something, or I just want to go, I don't know, swap to a fighter and go blow some stuff up for a while, I can do it anywhere. I don't have to go to a different place, to swap my ship out. So that's the reason I went ahead and went with that, just to keep everything real simple. But that is it. So miners into the storage containers into the transfer container, and then make sure you have the 4-wall habitat and the airlock, enough power for everything, outpost beacon scanner, and then I will head over to the ship and show you how to move everything to the ship. Alright, so now that we're up in the ship, as long as you have everything set up properly, remember everything has to be linked. You can link all 4 of the nickel miners or whatever material it is that you're mining to the same cargo, and then it'll still move it from there. So miners to cargo, cargo to transfer. You have to place that, assign a crew member, right? Seems like a whole lot. It's not complicated. And then once you get onto your ship, okay, you come over to your cargo hold. You have 2 options, take and transfer. We're going to transfer options, and then you're going to hit Q, and you're going to pull up your outpost. Mine's been renamed, but then you're going to go down to your resources, and you're going to be able to click this, okay, and then press R and store all. Now, I'm not going to right now because I just finished a delivery. I'm actually going to drop that clip in here at the end of this video, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to talk over that as to the what and why if you want to go this route to make credits. Alright, so for this part I am going to voice over it a little bit. What you can do is travel to either the Sol system and go to Deimos, or I forget, there's a system near Sol that's for Strom Eklund. It's the same place you buy the Roanoke. When you get there, there'll be an NPC at either of the locations, and they'll offer you a contract to fill a material. Now, I had to reset this a couple times, I think 3 or 4, to finally get nickel. I got one for 500, delivered it, and then turned around, and actually the very next one I got one for 5,000. So I offloaded all the nickel that I had. It's not the most lucrative or profitable, but if you get your outposts set up where you can store, roughly 5,000 of each of the minerals that they use, there's a board that you can go to that'll show you all the different minerals that they use, or you'll learn them as you talk to her. So if you set that up and you store 5,000 of each, you can just continually make these deliveries, and I believe pretty quickly you can make a large amount of credits. Is it the most profitable? I don't know. Probably not. Is it profitable? Yes. And you can see right there, delivered partial, I got 9,500 credits. And then I went back, I filled up the rest of the nickel. Let's skip to that part. Here's where I delivered the last bit of it. But I mean, once you get it built for all of the different minerals, you're going to have a constant stream of credits, and all you're going to do is just travel back and forth. I mean, that was 5,400, I think, right there. So you know, 15,000 credits in a matter of a couple minutes of flying back and forth delivering stuff. Yeah, you've got the setup and the whatever of, you know, getting it all started, but keep in mind that, you know, you're playing this game for the long haul. There's no restarting your character. I mean, I guess you could, you know, but it's, you're setting yourself up for the long haul right here. I think it's a really good strategy. I know that said one day. I left my game on. Oops. You know, it's you're setting yourself up for the long haul. So, I mean, I think it's actually worth it to go ahead and establish it early, or at least some of the minerals early. And that will give you a chance to make some quick credits should you need them. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not going to keep rambling here. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you enjoyed or learned anything, hit that like button or subscribe button. If you have any questions or want to see a video about certain things, let me know in the comments, and I would love to make a video answering any questions that I could. So thank you very much for watching, y'all. Have a good afternoon, good evening, take care, and I will see you on the next video.